Hey guys, it's Maria. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, you might want to subscribe and push the notification bell because I post videos every single Thursday and you don't want to miss them. Before I close the chapter on my undergrad experience, I just want to make one more video. Me walking into my first day at the Gould School 4 years ago and me today are two completely different people, and so I wanted to make a video talking about 10 things I learned during undergrad. Let's get into it. Lesson number 1 is do more of what you love. As I spoke about in my next steps video, I think a huge part of what made me realize what my next steps were going to be was the amount of experimentation I did in my formative undergrad years. So you really will never have such an abundance of opportunities and amazing people around you all helping you discover who you want to be as you do in music school. So if you want to do more chamber music, ask for more chamber music. If you want to play for more solo masterclasses, ask for that. If you want to do more outreach, ask for more outreach. It's really that simple. You can learn so much by doing things you've never done before, especially if they seem scary or are out of your comfort zone. So don't let these opportunities go to waste. Take initiative. That being said, point number 2 is don't say yes to everyone. Respect yourself and your time, and don't let people walk all over you. So I'm not going to sit here and say, if you're not getting paid, it's not worth your time. I think that's simply not true. I hate it when people say that, and I don't think you will get very far with that mentality. People have said that to me before. They still do say that with regards to things like making YouTube videos or how much time I invest into my music students apart from their weekly lessons. But I am going to say this. There's the difference between saying yes to an opportunity that's going to make you grow as a musician, as a person, and saying yes to an opportunity that's just a waste of your time. I heard this said in a podcast one time, and it's so true. Every time you're saying yes to someone else's dream, you're saying no to your own. So make sure you think through all of the commitments you're making, because you want them to all work together to get you to where you want to be as a professional. That's what music school is all about. It's about building you up, giving you all these experiences so you can use them to better yourself and learn more. So make the most of your education, say yes to the opportunities that will get you to where you want to be, and get rid of all the rest of them. Lesson number 3 is no one is going to help you organize your time. Now, coming from a place where my parents were a lot more involved in my day-to-day, I didn't have to worry about this at all. I didn't have to worry about scheduling or thinking when I can fit this in, when I can fit this in. I was always reminded, Maria, go practice, Maria, go do your homework, go do your chores, whatever. I just needed to listen to what they said and everything was fine. I got all the deadlines in time and got all my homework done, got all my practicing in, all my competitions, all my applications. And when I didn't have those reminders, it was really confusing at first, but it was also really fun because I felt like there were no immediate consequences to me not doing the things that I knew I was supposed to do. So I had a lot of fun spending all of my free time socializing, making friends, talking in the hallway, having lunch with literally 3 or 4 friend groups because it would take so long. I would be the one sitting at the table and there would be a friend group that came to have their lunch. They would leave. I would still be sitting there waiting for the next friend group to come and take their spot. And so I was just a social butterfly. I was having the time of my life, but as I mentioned in my previous video, it did come back to bite me in the butt. I didn't have enough repertoire to play my 20-minute jury at the end of the year, which was super sad. So it definitely took some time to learn how to balance all of my important things. So you know that triangle where it says good grades, social life, and sleep, pick 2? That was so true for me. So I was kind of going from one extreme to the other extreme, having friends to not having any friends at all. And now I'm starting to kind of balance it all out. So I have a little bit of everything, but there are so many pros to organizing your own time. So for example, you don't have to spend 8 hours practicing if you want to spend some of those hours making YouTube videos instead, or making some of the things that you've always wanted to do but didn't have time because you were doing other things. So it's definitely more fun and more rewarding to be in charge of your own day and your own schedule, but it comes with an adjustment period. So be careful. And lesson number 3, is it number 3? Is no one is going to help you organize your time. Lesson number 4, don't procrastinate. Just don't do it. Stop it. Are you procrastinating? If you're procrastinating, you need to click away from this. I won't even be mad. Just click away from this video. Go do whatever you need to do. Don't procrastinate. Procrastinating means different things to different people. To me, it means leaving something until the very last moment before you do it. Procrastinating really doesn't make any sense. It makes you stressed, sleep deprived, and you really don't do your best work. As I learned, if something's gonna take a certain amount of time, like if your assignment will take 5 hours to complete, it's gonna take 5 hours regardless of how you choose to divide those 5 hours. So you can sit down and do the assignment the 5 hours before it's due from 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. Or you can divide those into 1 hour chunks 5 days leading up to your deadline. Your choice. So what I learned is procrastination is not a good thing. If you're still procrastinating, I really don't know what to tell you. You have not thought it through. You have not figured out life. So just take it from me and stop procrastinating right now. Stop it. Lesson number 5 is learn to prioritize. You can't excel in everything, and that doesn't make you not talented or lazy. If you try to hang with all the friends, practice all the hours, learn all the pieces, go to all the concerts, say yes to all the opportunities, you will burn out. Trust me, this is coming from a person who's tried to do it all. I remember being in my first meeting at the Gould School before classes even started, and I was asking the registrar if I could attend all the student recitals at the GGS at the end of the year. And I was told, physically impossible. So that just goes to show how much of an overachiever I was trying to be in my first year. And I already said this many times, it came back to bite me in the butt. So take it from me, prioritize. Don't try to do all of the things. Lesson number 6, and this is more of a tip than a lesson, but it instantly changed my life for the better. Don't keep a physical agenda. Keep a digital agenda. Let me paint you a picture. You're walking down the hallway and you see your prof. They're asking to change your lesson time to tomorrow, and they give you 2 options. They're waiting for your answer, and you realize you forgot your physical agenda in your locker or your practice room. You can't remember for the life of you what you have scheduled tomorrow, so you just pick a random time and say, yes, you can do it. You go back when you have time to take a look at your physical agenda and you realize you double booked. You have an important rehearsal, important class, whatever it is, during that same time you already committed to. You try to find your professor, but they already went home, and now you're gonna have to either email them to apologize and say that you don't know what you were thinking and you double booked, or cancel your rehearsal or whatever you had at the same time. So it's really embarrassing. It's really easily avoidable with a digital agenda, and I don't know why you would do that to yourself. Just get a digital planner. Let's replay it, but with a digital planner. You're walking down the hallway, you see your professor, they want to change your lesson, they give you 2 options. You take out your phone because you always have your phone on you, open up Google Calendar or whatever digital planner you have, you take a look at the options, you tell them that you can't take one of the options because you have a chamber rehearsal, but you can take the other one. They say, okay, great, you put it in your calendar and you walk off. No embarrassment, no double booking, no apologetic emails. Really, you should get a digital planner. There's no excuse not to have one. It's just gonna save your life, and it's a good decision to make. So get a digital planner. All of that time management stuff aside, lesson number 7 is opening up to people can have consequences. Let me explain. So in my first year, like I said before, I had the most fun ever, and that was because I didn't have the expectations of other people weighing me down. So when you're new, when nobody knows you, you have a lot more freedom to jump around, mingle with different friend groups, do different things, because people don't know who you are yet. They don't have this preconceived notion of you, and they are more forgiving, so to speak, if you want to do what you want to do. And that's a great place to be when you want to figure out more about yourself, what you like to do, what your values are, and that was great. But in my second year, when I was ready to make my own decisions and move towards doing certain things that I know would progress me in my career and my development as a musician in person, which meant less jumping around and having fun with different friend groups, I was surprised to see how much my friends thought that they should have a say in my personal decisions. So I actually ended up losing a lot of my friends in my second year simply because I was ready to make my own decisions. So with certain relationships, as I learned, people do grow, they change. but they change together. They build each other up. They don't hold each other back or hold each other down. And there's a different kind of relationship when the person doesn't want you to change. They like what they had with you and they're not open to having anything else. So I feel like those are the types of relationships that unfortunately have an expiration date. Now, point number 8, and this piggybacks off the previous point, don't engage in gossip. Just don't do it, especially if you're in a small school. Coming from a sheltered place where I didn't have many friends, I didn't get to talk to many people, I just kind of practiced and that was it, gossip seemed like a lot of fun. Somebody heard somebody say something, somebody saw somebody do something, juicy secrets, all that stuff. And it's all really slimy to think about now, because if you have time in your day to just gossip about other people, that means that you don't have that much going for you. You don't have interesting things in your life. You don't have goals that you're working towards. If you have time to just sit and gossip about other people. And I can admit that now, and I'm not proud that I did that. It was all fun and games until the gossip started to be around me. As I said, in my second year, I started to make more of my own decisions. Friendships started dying off and the gossip started. And let me tell you, when the gossip is around you, it sucks. Walking down the hallway and seeing people whisper about you, then stop when you're walking by and just kind of stare as like you're walking, or just give you looks. People that you were literally talking to a few weeks ago are now like not saying hi to you in the hallways. And you just know that everybody is talking about something, has to do with you. It's not a good thing because you're getting all these looks. It's just a bad feeling. So treat others the way you would want to be treated. As I figured out, gossip actually sucks when it's about you. So it's not a nice thing to do, and it's not a good way to spend your time to begin with. So don't engage in gossip. And on the same topic, point number 9 is it's okay to let go of some friendships. So I just realized I said all of the points I wanted to hear 2 points ago when I said if you want to open up to people, they're going to have a say in your decisions. So we're just going to roll with it. In my first year, and I'm still struggling with this, it was very, very important for me to be liked by everyone. By my professors, by my chamber partners, by everybody I talked to. And I realized that that's silly because that is out of my control. I can't control what other people's views of me are. And in second year, when I started to lose some of my friendships because I wanted to make my own decisions, I took that very personally, and I took that as a sign that I was a bad person, I was doing something wrong, and I had to fix our friendship. I had to make up with the person, I had to, do the necessary steps, apologize, or whatever I needed to do to get those people back in my life. And I tried a lot of things to try to get them back. I tried acting the same way we used to. I tried apologizing. I tried to, shed light on, hey, we drifted apart. I'd like to, amend our friendship or whatever. And none of that worked. So that's why this point is, it's okay to let certain friendships fade away. Sometimes it's really out of your control what other people's views of you are, if other people want to be your friend or not. So really, don't try to make everybody like you. Don't be a pushover. Just focus on yourself, do your own thing, and the people who are going to be attracted to you, both relationships and friendships, when you're focusing on yourself, are going to be those strong friendships that are going to last you a lifetime. And my last point is this: it's okay to ask for help. And I know this might not be the case for everyone, but we are so lucky at the Gould School to have such an amazing admin team that's so dedicated, passionate, compassionate, and whatever problems I've ever come to them with or without friends, they've always done the best to help support us. Even then though, it can be still embarrassing to admit your own mistakes and admit that you need help. But you really would benefit a lot from getting over that embarrassment and actually asking for help. So whether it's being directed to a counselor or to ongoing therapy or just having somebody to listen, when you want to talk through your concerns or problems, it's always important to ask for help, especially being in a music school environment where the whole school and the whole experience is built to educate you and help further you on your development to being a musician and a better person. They are interested in helping you. So don't keep it in. Don't try to solve it all yourself, because you might just need that extra push to get out of a dark spot. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it, and let me know in the comments what your favorite lesson was and maybe what some of your lessons were from your undergrad experiences. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and if you want to watch some more of my videos, you can do that right here. Bye, guys.